The mayor of New York City says he has every reason to believe an explosion in the Chelsea neighborhood Saturday night is an act of terror. Today, the man allegedly connected to that explosion, as well as a bombing in New Jersey town, was taken into custody during a shootout with police in Linden, New Jersey.
Joining us now is former FBI agent Stuart Kaplan to help us better understand how the suspect was caught and what's happening now. Stuart, thank you for being with us. You know, investigators say that they have no indication at this point that this man was part of a larger cell, which then leads us to believe that perhaps he was a lone wolf, and that can be even more worrisome.
Yeah, certainly the lone wolf scenario is much more pragmatic and much more difficult to stay on top of, and that is because we have been conditioned to expect someone trying to infiltrate the United States to commit a terrorist act. It's seemingly more frequent now that people who are homegrown, even turns out more times than not, United States citizens, whether through naturalization or being born here, are somehow influenced by the propaganda, social media, the internet. And so the world is much more connected, and we have to be concerned about individuals who are confined to typical their bedrooms or dysfunctional type of environment. And unfortunately, this is how we find out about them.
Stuart, I want to ask you a quick question about the two bombs. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo saying that they're both very similar. How big of a break is that for authorities? Does that limit the number of people they're looking for at all?
Well, certainly it'll show a pattern or the type of improvised explosive device that was created and manufactured for this specific purpose. But I think more relevant is cellular data, testing, any sort of digital footprint that the FBI know is in possession of pursuant to their search warrants, home computers, iPads, tablets, smartphones. That type of evidence is going to be much more probative in advancing the next steps in these types of investigations.
And finally, and we know that there was an attack this weekend also at a Minnesota mall. They're not connecting these two attacks, but what would you tell people when they are out and about how to stay safe?
Well, certainly I don't want people to be too afraid, because we must go about our lives and we must maintain a sense of normalcy. But again, I always tell people when you're out in public, you need to be well in tune with your surroundings, have a plan in place. If you go into a shopping mall, if you go into a theater, if you go into a restaurant, just be aware of your surroundings. Take notice of some sort of exits, where if something was to happen, what would be your reaction? What would you do? Just kind of pay more attention to your surroundings. There's unfortunately a frequency of these type of events. It doesn't necessarily have to be in New York City. We've seen it happen in Orlando. We saw it over the weekend in Minnesota. And of course, unfortunately, Palm Beach Gardens is also not immune to having this type of violence act out.
All right, Stuart, thank you. Stuart Kaplan in our studios. We'll check back in with him in about an hour. Right now, let's check in with meteorologist